Hello everyone, it's Chunka Conroy, and today I'm going to stop the video just to make you listen to the music because I'm weird. Even though you could totally just listen to the music on your own time, and it's kind of annoying when you stop the video to do that. Wow, throwing lots of shade at a guy who's much more successful than me. Speaking of that, this is Jump and Shoot, playing a video game. I accidentally backed out for some reason. So here was it cool to find out. Those were not words that were just said. I guess I want this. This is the final stretch, the final boss, the final level. And today we are going to beat the game. This is gonna be a long video. But you know what? If fucking Oni Plays can upload 12 hours of them playing Kingdom Hearts in one video, then I can just make this one long video. I'm probably going to be stopping a lot and pausing because I might have to change the controls real quick because I'm using a different controller than I usually am. Yeah, I don't like this. Hold on. Okay, fun fact, you can't change the controls, even on a PC one. If it was a Switch, I'd be like, okay, maybe it's fixed, but like, you can't change the controls. It's kind of annoying, since I had the lock button set to the farthest button, and I don't like that either. Oh well. Okay, so the thing is, I have all the Chaos Emeralds, which are the 3 ghosts, which you need to get the true ending, the Tom Hanks Cloud Atlas ending. And I'm gonna use this time to talk about fucking life and shit. Alright. Oh shit. So, I've been playing a lot of games lately. Okay, I finally got, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with this controller. This controller! So, I finally got my friends, I convinced my friends to join me on a playthrough, or a set of few videos, which is kind of good. I enjoy recording like a conversation that I can go back to later, for entertainment value. But yeah, like, it's hard to convince someone that Let's Playing as like a pastime is more fun to me than like Let's Playing as a fucking job like everybody else. Like everybody else on YouTube is like, oh, I need to monetize my video, I need to put out a video every day, do all this shit. Like, no, man, it's not. I don't feel like that's what this is about. I don't know the history of Let's Playing at all. I don't really give a shit. Like, whoever came up with the idea of making a steady, probably someone like, I don't know, PewDiePie, whoever came up with the idea of creating a steady flow of videos, like update like every day, pretty much, I would say, maybe oversaturated the market of Let's Players, because you get people who like up there every day over what's like stupid shit. I don't like I don't like the time stop being the farthest button. Oh crap. Because I'm using my Famicom themed controller, which the controller is really thin, first of all, and great. I don't know how to explain it. The controller is really thin, and the buttons are not like above another like the other one. So I kind of have to like switch my finger around really weirdly. I'm developing a claw hand. God damn. And I keep forgetting which one is the lock switch and which one's the time one. It'd be nice if I could change the controls instead of taking all this extra damage. I might just like switch. Oh god, this is ridiculous. Also, I bought NSR, No Straight Roads, recently. I finally beat the game like a couple of weeks ago. Jesus Christ. Like, okay, the way this is, I can't really do two of these buttons at the same time. I have to like I have to like put my index finger on the left button and then put my middle finger on the L2, and it's weird. I don't like it. I'm gonna get through the first area and then like change it, I guess. God damn, dude. Oh, this sucks. Okay. I'm gonna get through to the boss of this, actually. And then change the controller, because goddamn. Okay. NSR is a cool looking game. It reminds me, or a lot of people keep saying it reminds them of like Jet Set Radio and like Psychonauts. It kind of is closer to Psychonauts gameplay wise and visually like Jet Set Radio, maybe kind of. Everything is like fluid or 60 FPS. And on the PlayStation, apparently, because the frame rate drops on the Switch version like hell during like the more chaotic bosses, which is like the second one in, and it's kind of unfortunate because I feel like that would be a really good game if it just ran smoothly and didn't glitch out all the time, like it did on me like several times. I like that it's another just a boss rush kind of game, closer to like maybe like Cuphead or Shadow of the Colossus, but I like the creativity that went into it. I didn't know it was a Malay game, a Malaysian game that was localized everywhere in the world. Because like some of the characters use like Malay when they talk to each other, mix it in with English. That's kind of, I'll admit, I thought it was a made-up language at first. I was like, wow, they went through the effort of doing that. But like, a lot of people forget or don't notice that when you boot up the game, it shows all the copyrights and logos. One of them is like the Department of Language of Malaysia, Malaysia, and I was like, oh, it's Malay. They're speaking Malaysian. That's cool. But I was getting really passionate about discussing the problems with the Switch version of that game. It does not do it justice, like at all, and it sucks. Yeah, like I said, the game glitched out on me several times. Visually, it just doesn't look as smooth. The models have pixelation in them, which is really unfortunate. Because like bosses attack you in that game, it's supposed to go to the like a rhythm of the music that they're playing. They're all like different genres of music, and stole my idea. Just kidding. But I've had several times where I was fighting the piano boss, and the frame rate got so bad that their attacks were not going to the beat of the music, and it was just like, okay, well, how am I supposed to read any of this then? And just there's a lot of like weird visual differences. It's apparently just a older build of the game that they put on the eShop, I guess. Which I guess all it needs is the update that makes it run better and look good. Also, okay, there's a boss called DK West, right? And let's see if I can do this. There's a boss called DK West. On the PC version, it drops health for you, and on the Switch version, it does not drop health during the fights. How do I describe this? It's like a endurance match against the guy. You're trying to survive through the length of the song that plays. You're just supposed to like move away from the obstacles and not get hit, which is simple enough. The first time, I feel like the second and third phases are just unfair no matter what they do, because you take so much collateral damage from like not being able to tell, god damn it, like where your hitbox is from where you're dodging, and yeah, that's how you just get destroyed by like chip damage. And you also have no invincibility frames, so it's not like you take a hit like, oh, I can weather a few more of these while I reorient myself. Like, no. As soon as you get hit by the next thing. You keep taking damage really fast until you die. It's like, okay, great, that's cool, awesome. And then on top of that, there's no health regen in the Switch version, so it's impossible for the second and third phases. But overall, like I think it's a nice short game with like fully expanded characters and worlds. I like the worlds. I like, you know, platformers with nice looking hub worlds. Some from my like from things like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, and hell, even that Rocket on Wheels game, or Rocket Robot on Wheels game. But yeah, this game is a bunch of diarrhea poopy sticks. In a fighting mood, you're meetable when you're I didn't record any videos by myself for a while, because I wanted to get a steady flow of like me and my friends playing a game. Oh, I was gonna change the controls real quick. My controller. Oh, wow, that went quicker than I thought. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is a lot better. Oh my god. I'm still taking damage. Oh, this is low gravity land. That explains that. Yeah, because the thing is, my new place has very thin windows, or not windows, or it actually has like one window. It has very thin walls, so I guarantee you right now, my voice is echoing through the whole condo, and I'm really self-conscious about that. There's nothing I can do to, you know, make my voice like less loud, other than talking softly like this. Probably not screaming as much, which is good because nobody likes hearing screams unless it's from Oni Plays. If anyone else does it, they're just screaming like little kids. They're such babies. Come on. I need to go that way, kinda. This is a hell of a lot better, oh my god. Now, the problem with this controller is that, I actually emailed 8BitDo about this, but okay, I guess I'm not ever going back up. I guess I gotta go back. The problem with this controller is that... God, I hate this. The silicone pad that the buttons are under, or over, rather, it's wearing out and all my buttons are starting to click. Like, you can probably hear it. That does not normally happen, and it kind of sticks in, and it's annoying. And this is my Smash controller. I use this for Smash, and I hate using the Joy-Con grip attachment thing. My Pro controller is actually bad now. It just, no matter how many times I open it, take it apart, redo the, or put air inside the controller stick slot, just like get rid of any dust that might be in there. I always turn it on and it still drifts like hell. It's like, God, Nintendo is talking about sending out separately the Joy-Cons left and right, so everyone knows that like their left Joy-Con is broken, so now you have the option to buy it separately instead of releasing a model of Joy-Con that just doesn't drift anymore. That's what I would rather have, you know. Because it doesn't fix the problem. It just says, hey, well, now you can buy them separately instead of buying a whole new set just to get one fixed Joy-Con. Is with this level, the Gorlock run, is that it's pretty much a boss rush, where you have to fight every single boss in succession, but also do their levels too. And it's kind of difficult. So, but the thing is, they shorten the distance between the levels you have to go through and the actual boss itself. I think you just have to do like 2 or 3 rounds and then you fight them again. And the bosses are the same. They're not any different. It's just, that's what's weird about this. It's like, it's a boss rush, okay, but well, I guess Mega Man was kind of like that too. But the difference is you are able to fight them again with their weakness. These guys don't have weaknesses. You're just fighting them again over a long period of time. And that's kind of stupid now that I think about it. Like, it's not any harder. It's just annoying that you have to fight them again. But I mean, there is a hard mode of these guys too. I think it's just redundant that you have to fight them again. So I think I'm really distracted really easily. It's been a long time since I recorded and I have a lot of topics to go over. Go. Okay. I wish you could crouch. Okay. And I still hate this boss, because as soon as you shoot it, you have to wait for its fucking ball to respawn. And jumped into the wall there. It's a lot of waiting for no reason. He's already flying around. Let me just hit him. Let him just have an active hitbox that I can hit. Fuck, I have to scratch my nose. Okay. I thought I was playing Hades and I tried to dash, and that was not very good wise. Fuck. I have big ball. Okay. This is just gonna be a long video. I mean, I might not be talking for some of it. It's fine. But I've been putting this off for a really long time. Woo! Oh yeah, so the thing with the SNES style controller that I have uh, it started drifting, and I was able to fix it for a little bit, but then yeah, the silicone pad started wearing out and buttons started sticking, and I was like, you know what, I should probably just email 8BitDo. So I sent them a picture of the pad that was wearing out, and they sent me a weird email back. It was like, okay, haha, send a picture of the actual controller, like I didn't have it or something. And they're just like, oh, I realize now it's just so that they know what model it is, so send me the parts for. I'm gonna do this. So sick of your shit. And they told me that, okay, we got the model and whatever you have it down, but it's gonna take a month to 3 months to get the parts there. I was like, what? Well, I was hoping there was something I could do to fix it at home, because I don't like ordering things in the mail, especially in places I think are not that great to order mailing, because I hate porch pirates. Like, I didn't think they were a thing in my area, but they totally are. I mean, I think last week or so I was walking home and I found like fucking Amazon boxes in the bushes. I was like, well, I think I know what happens if I try to order something big in the mail. Or like if I could forcefully put through picking up at an access point, like a UPS store or something, that'd be better for me. I wouldn't mind doing that if it meant that I could still just go get it myself. But yeah, I'm just trying to clean out my Steam game library. I started up Strider again. I'm not gonna play that on camera. It's just like I just want to get it finished. All right, cheaper things at the shop. And in the meantime, I've been spending most of my time playing Pokemon Ultra Moon, actually. So I was like, there's not gonna be a good post game through this. I might as well try to do something that I can finish in this, which is complete the Pokédex, like actually for real. And it's like, I know what you're saying, Andre, that game has like 600 million Pokemon in it. And the good news is the National Dex does not. The National Dex only has like 400 Pokemon out of like the 700 that are in the game now. And that was a lot more feasible than... I think the biggest one was probably Gen 5, the actual Pokédex. No, that's not true. Probably X and Y or Alpha Sapphire and Mega Ruby. I think those ones actually had like a 500 count plus in the Pokédex that he needed to get. I think I actually did that one too, because it was actually fun to complete the Pokédex in that game. Because the actual Pokédex function was cool, because you did like the route scan, which lets you scan for a Pokemon, and then you can hunt for it and make sure your encounter rate is only that Pokemon. And that was cool. And it built up a chain meter, which means if you encountered or defeated the same Pokemon enough times, you could either eventually get a shiny, hidden IVs, hidden abilities. Like, where's that functionality? And well, it's kind of tragic is that like they just they come up with good ideas for the player and good tools, and they never implement them in future games. It's like, why did you do this? I don't want this nice mechanic to stay in this game forever. They don't continue anything. It's just, it sucks. I mean, it's good, but it sucks. Also, that was a whole ordeal. It was a whole ordeal to go with. It was an ordeal because there's this guy. Okay, for some Pokemon, it's like that are just really annoying or impossible, near impossible to get in the game. Like Pokemon with like 1% finding rates, like Kangaskhan, or a female Salazzle to try to get. She's like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna use the global trade station to get this one. Cause or some of them that I think I'm gonna go off on a tangent again. I think the Pokemon that you need to trade for, or the ones that evolve. Shit, how weaker. The ones that you need to evolve to trade to evolve. That shit needs to go away. Like, I get it. It was meant to promote like connectivity during the DS and 3DS days, but like now it's like, look, we're just gonna use the internet for that shit, okay? I guess they wanted you to connect with other people, be it online or in person, but they're also trying to reduce online connectivity with people too, because they don't want to be responsible for online interactions, which is also a thing. So, but anyway, while trying to do things like trade for a Slow King or a Machoke, things that need to be traded to evolve. Oh shit. There's this guy named Adventurous Ivy who has hacked the game and just ruined the integrity of the global trade thing. And I'm pretty sure if you look up a Pokemon, you will find it in the global trade thing, and it's him. And the Pokemon hunt is shiny, whatever it is. It's a level 100. I don't want a level 100 shiny that can't evolve. So, what's the whole point of this? Well, he names the Pokemon a weird name. It's like DIS and then some numbers and letters. It's actually a Discord link to go to his Discord. I didn't realize this. This is a really weird way to advertise yourself. And I guess that's just what he did. So people go in his Discord, and it's just to promote him as a streamer, or fucking I don't know what the hell he does. And if you end up going there, he'll actually give you some things if you talk to him, maybe. But the problem is, if you try, anyone who tried to trade what that's okay, what he does is he puts up the Pokemon you want, and all he wants is a Snivy, which are not hard to get. If you have the superior, you can just breed it, level 1, whatever. That's not good. Well, I made it this far. I haven't like I made it back to full health. I haven't like been so frustrated to quit, but anyway, if you put the Snivy through, the game will make the trade, and then halfway through it'll boot you out and be like, you have been banned from the trading station for cheating, and it's like or it'll suspend you for a few hours or something like that. And it's like, fuck that noise. And originally I thought he was like a real fucking super villain for doing this. It's like, what are the Pokemon server moderators doing to fix this? And like, I don't even think they know he exists, because they don't update this shit anymore. And they're moving on the Sword and Shield now, so I don't even know what to think. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I had to deal with that shit. Like, some things I literally could not find in the game, so I was like, I was gonna or get myself, because I don't have a 3DS or a second 3DS to trade for this shit. So I was like, well, maybe I'll get some like good things out of it if I just trade for it. Some people put like really generous trades up there, like, oh, here's an Empoleon with like some egg moves and perfect IVs, if you like word your things right, people are pretty good about it. And even my trades are easy. Like I always put down like I want to fill the Pokédex, and I would usually get what I needed. Okay. Yeah, but like there's still nothing else to do in that game. Aside from the battle tree, I just wish they would put out a game, not closer to Pokemon Stadium, where I can import my guys and play any campaigns that they thought of. I mean, that sounds fun to me. That's what I like doing in Pokemon Battle Revolution, honestly. I mean, the idea was just like taking your digital, or your handheld Pokemon and putting them on the big screen. That was the whole point, right? And then, oddly enough, I don't think I'm gonna get that with Sword and Shield, so I don't... Because they're taking the 3DS approach, and they're not creating it... They haven't been trying to create a console experience for the Switch one. They took the 3DS mentality and tried to apply it to a system. And it just doesn't look right. Like, all the Pokemon scales are wrong. The all the animations aren't what they could be. You know, you can call me a extremist all you want, but like, look, they made a game for people who like the 3DS games on the Switch. They didn't make a Switch game for people who wanted a Pokemon Switch game on the Switch, alright? That's what I think. So, like, you're gonna... I don't get people who are like, Sword and Shield is the best game of all time. Best Pokemon game. Like, how can you say that when it brought better things on handheld experiences? Just, I don't understand. And I guess I will never understand. I still need to finish Professor Layton daughter game. It's funny because I was watching Arlo, and he was talking about like Switch titles in general. He was like, well, what about Professor Layton? There's no Switch game on the Layton. There's no Layton game on the Switch, I mean. But like there is. They put out Catriel's game on the Switch a long time ago. But like nobody gives a shit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that game, honestly. It's just it is more puzzles, which is what you would want for in a Professor Layton game. But I feel like the puzzles this time around are much more like a lot of those gotcha answers, which are not making you think like at all. Or I mean, they do make you think, but the answer is stupid. It's like, oh, I think I said this a long time ago. Like, there's one of the first puzzles in the Azren Legacy game, I think, was it was like there was a fireplace. The question was, you're trying to melt some ice. How many cups of water would it take to melt the ice? Or how many cups would you need to put it in to melt the ice? And the answer is none, because it's a fireplace in the background. You just... That's shit like that. It's a lot more answers like that. I mean, they're funny when there's like one or two of them in the game. But like... The puzzles are mostly like that. I can't words today. I'm not feeling very great. TBH. I haven't been feeling very great. I'm gonna try to cut around my nonsense. But yeah. Okay, that's kind of bullshit. They like curve around. I don't think I can do. Why is this a freaking hallway? I need to find the bazaar and spend all this money I have. cutting it real close there. The problem is I'm weaker, so, but like, I don't know what the enemy's actual health are. Because I mean, if they die in 15 HP and I do freaking 18 damage, it doesn't really matter. They still die in 3 hits. Oh, come on. And I'm taking so much collateral damage from not being very careful. It's how this game gets you, honestly. That's I guess that's roguelites for you. I still like the genre. I don't know why. I guess they have like really high replayability to me over things like Breath of the Wild, where when you beat the game, there's nothing to do. Nothing. And then think about that. Yeah, Breath of the Wild might be the best game ever, Zelda-wise, but it's got 0 replayability. So that's what I think. I don't want to go to chopping block. I want to get all my HP back. Okay, these guys are up to no good. Which one's the ones that fly at you? It's not these guys. They just shoot things. Oh my god, can you please... What? Why'd you go down? Oh my god. I'm gonna die in here. And then the healing effects are reduced too on the item. So that's a problem. Great. Just go. Just freaking go. Just go, alright? As soon as I get the bazaar, everything's gonna be okay. Oh, fuck's sake. I can't die in here, there's so much money. Okay, I still have a chance to find the bazaar. As long as this fucking room doesn't kill me. Alright. What? This little fucking room? Oh god. Shit, why did he not... Okay. I got some HP back. I can get some things. Oh, I wish I didn't pick this up. My run is fucked, honestly. I mean, if I end up dying, I'm just gonna stitch it together in one video. If I make separate videos. Oh, what? I do 4 damage? 4 damage? Oh boy, I'm halfway through, I guess? Huh, I didn't think about that. Well, it's gonna be a problem when I have to fight Baron von Goo, because I like being at a distance away from him, but this, I gotta be really close. Okay. I also been watching Chugga Conroy a little bit again. I stopped watching after his Pokemon XD one, because I didn't play that game fully. So it was nice to see someone like break down what goes on in it. But he started Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I didn't need to do any of that. I didn't even know I had that. But I forgot that he's like such a Let's Player. And that, I mean, he's so formal like all the time. Welcome to Chugga Conroy. In the last episode, I did this, and everything I do is like scripted, probably. And, like, I still see him as much more as a walkthrough channel. Oh, great! And instead of a Let's Play channel. Well, I guess what constitutes a Let's Play? Like, first of all, you are talking, or you're playing a game and you have commentary. I guess that's what a Let's Play is. God, I have to get really close for this. I think I had a thing on that makes my bombs do more damage. It's really hard to aim with this stupid low distance thing. I don't like it very much. Do another bomb. I think this is the only boss I like, honestly. Ah, fuck. I almost wasted my bomb. I can't get a good distance from him. Like, how are you supposed to beat it with a short range thing like this? And not take damage? That's what I want to know. Oh, shit. Just fuck. Also, Chugga Conroy doesn't swear a lot. That's why everybody loves him. Use the item, gosh. I think the problem with the silicone thing is like now that it's kind of worn out, the button doesn't go down all the way, and even when it does, it sometimes doesn't come back up. Oh god. I mean, even if I make it out of this, I'm not gonna want to play anymore because I'm just gonna die. Also, watching Trigger Farnori play Xenoblade makes me realize I kind of want that game back. Ah, shit. Well... Okay, I made it back. I was like pretty much an hour away. God damn. I see how much health I have? That's how much I lost because of all this bullshit I've been getting hit by. If I don't make it through this, I'm not gonna keep going. Like, this level is too long to do on camera. Just, Jesus Christ. In my HO, this might as well be a stream or something, but I don't see myself streaming at all. My bombs do a shit ton more damage, which is great. I have 3 more to use, or 2 more rather. You know what? Feeling a bit better. I ordered pizza because I'm a stupid guy who can't control himself. Speaking of that, I've been speaking of that, I've been getting a lot of weird ads lately. I should probably just turn off ad block at some point, or get ad block at some point, because okay, I need to say something about this. You know, YouTube, right? People who monetize their videos allow for ads to be run on their channels. A lot of them I'm getting are ones for like things like Honey and Wikibuy, and there's another one, Capital One something or other. Okay, those are all arguably the same commercial, but just from different people. And the one for Wikibuy I noticed has like the same guy, right? He's always in that, if you want to save money, you should use Wikibuy, and he's always turning his head like a fucking sprinkler. And it's just really weird. But I saw the exact same guy on the exact same couch with the exact same plant in the background. Or maybe if it isn't, why is the formula for making a commercial, oh, we gotta have a plant and a couch in a background, or a white wall for you to talk with, like, and you gotta be a fucking white guy with a black beard? Like, what is this shit? Who are they getting these people from to do these kinds of commercials? And I think I saw another one for Wikibuy. It was an old guy this time. But I had to screen cap both those things because I just thought it was so weird that it was like the same formula for them. You know, God, and ads in general on YouTube now being really bizarre. Okay, so I've also gotten one which was like, okay, first of all, I want to say I hate the ads that are straight up just music videos. Like, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to have to skip through that every time. I think the best ads I'm seeing are from Geico. You can't skip them, but they're like 10 seconds. And maybe the other one, some kind of health insurance thing, State Farm, I don't fucking know. But yeah, the Geico one you can't skip, but it's short. Other ones are from people who, I guess, pay to get their ad space on other people's videos. Some of them are not even companies; they're just people with money and power to do this shit and connections. Oh, that's another Amber Alert. Is this one real or is this a test? No, it's a test. Okay, stop. We're not gonna find the kid today. We're not gonna find him tomorrow either. Gosh dang. Okay. Some of them are just run by people, like random YouTubers who get some kind of ad power through their connections. And I got another one. It was like 20 minutes of just footage of some kid playing PUBG Mobile. It wasn't even in English. It was like somebody's video being used for an ad. It was so weird. I was like, this isn't an ad. This is just somebody's video that started playing between the video I'm watching. Like, how is this allowed, you know? Like, I get it, there's ads, but like, why isn't there regulation between what counts as an ad and what is and what is not? You know, like, gosh dang. I can't remember the one ad I saw. It was like, it wasn't an advertisement for anything, but it was like some guy's plug that he paid to have his channel promoted, I guess. And it was him like almost in tears, like, please watch my video, please, I need the view count. And like, this is your ad? This guy sounds desperate as fuck. What the hell is going on? And I just hate, I need to just get like an ad blocker. You know what? Because you know what? Fuck you guys. Honestly, a lot of the people I watch do ad reads anyway on their podcast and shit. So like, it doesn't make a difference whether you install ad block or not, because then you have to sit through someone's ad read anyway. Well, subscribe to MeUndies and HelloFresh and all these other bullshit that they're already advertising anyway with their own commercials. In Honey, like, ugh. I hate that people are making themselves slaves to this shit. Oh my god. And I can't blame them for it either. Is the thing. You're like, oh yeah, YouTubers need money because YouTube keeps trying to like make getting revenue hard to keep because of the whole flagging and inappropriate content thing and having to not swear within the first 5 minutes of your video. I think it used to be like 10 seconds, then it got signed into a minute. Now it's 5 minutes is what I'm hearing. I don't even know anymore. I'm going to start my next video by just saying fuck at the beginning just to get that over with. The only trouble I ever got was the Risk of Rain 2 thumbnail, where I didn't think there was any like human being behind seeing new uploads come through. So I was like, I'm just going to put Huntress's butt in the thumbnail, and if they don't like it, they can suck my dick. And they did not want to suck my dick. Instead, they said, "Hey, put the thing back in your pants, all right? I don't want any children to see this thumbnail, even though there's worse shit around." Gosh. I got that out of the way. Alright, so now I'm gonna go fight Baron von Shittown. Another boss that I think is okay, but I wish you could walk on the ground and it wasn't built around flying around the stage on your hook. I mean, I like the second boss for that reason. It can be a little bit of both, but in Baron von Views, you have to stay in the air like the entire time. I guess that's what separates them all, is what you have to do in order to get to their hitbox. Another thing I'm noticing that is kind of sucky about this game is that when enemies have bubbles and they're next to a hook, there's a chance you might do that. You might just fucking do that. Because I was trying to hit his bubble. I wish the bubbles took priority over the hooks or something. That way that wouldn't happen. But like, I don't know how to not make myself go for the hook and just hit their bubble instead. Maybe the bubble is not a very good thing to put on. It's just unnecessary armor for no reason. But in other news, I forgot to mention I've been playing Hades on top of my Steam games that I've been going through. Because that game was actually a birthday gift that I hadn't touched until this October, maybe? So I think this is when 1.0 finally came out. It was in early access for a long time. Around the time I heard about it anyway. And I heard that people talking about Hades. I was like, wait a minute, I got that game. I don't know what I thought it was. I knew who made it, Supergiant or whatever. I know for Bastion and what's it called? Transistor. I thought it was gonna be one of those kinds of games, so I didn't know if it was a roguelike. I wouldn't be able to like just play it whenever I wanted to. Instead of like having to buckle down and sit down and play some levels of it. But like it's actually pretty easy to get into. And it is fitting into my new taste for roguelites as of late. Because I enjoy that, the idea of like a game being different every time you play it. I would love to see Nintendo try this with one of their IPs. I would say Metroid, definitely. I mean, as one of the halves of Metroidvania, I would love to see them try the roguelite Metroidvania aspects and try to like be with other, try to let Metroid as a franchise get in on this action that all these other games are, attention that all these other games are getting. Like as it is now, like Metroid, all you do is beat it and that's it. And then only thing left to do is beat it faster, and that's stupid. Okay, I don't want that because that's gonna ruin my day. Okay. Coronavirus update. NGL. Not gonna lie. I've been a little bit depressed. Not like too serious and like a, oh, I need to see a therapist kind of depressed, but like, well, I'm kind of bored right now and I don't really feel motivated to do much kind of depression. Some of it is stemming from, oh, I should have picked the snow globe. Aha! Oh, I thought it had a bigger blast. I just want to kill these fuckers. I hate them so much. Okay. A lot of it stems from not being able to hang out with my friends lately. Because like outside of, I think I mentioned before in a different video, outside of Discord calls, I haven't been able to talk to anybody that wasn't a coworker or a customer or some passerby somewhere. Or like a neighbor or something. I guess that could be fixed by not or by just trying to be active more, but like the less easy it is to just be social, the more I want to just not be social. I don't know what lockdown means. I forgot. And I've been thinking about my life in general as of late, cause I'm like generally upset about my future. Like I think I've stagnated. Like I'm not seeing anyone new in my life. I feel like the romance side is pretty much gone. I mean, I don't like using dating apps anymore. I either disabled or what's it called? Deleted half of them, and I didn't really want to get sucked into that whole thing again, because I knew where it was going, and just in general, my like self-esteem of myself is going down, because I don't have a key. When I was using the dating apps, I was like quantifying my worth based on how many people would actually talk to me and try to meet me or respond to my weird advances. Like I'm not the smoothest guy in the world, but like I know how to get someone's attention. That's probably a good and bad thing. Like yeah, I got their attention, but they don't really care about what I'm putting down, and that's a thing. Or sometimes it's like, oh, they do care what I'm putting down, but I don't seem worth it in some aspects that they want to keep talking to me. Like appearance wise, I have weird bouts of wanting to get back into losing weight or figure out some kind of plan, but I think about it and it's like, well, who cares? No one wants me now, so who's gonna want me later? Kind of mentality. And even if they do, it's because I did this thing. But like, there is a kind of mentality where oh shit, fuck. I think is harmful to myself anyway. I try not to think about it like that, but the whole, well, they don't deserve me at my worst, so they can't have me at my best, or if they don't take me at my worst, then they don't deserve me at my best, or some bullshit like that. It's bullshit. I know, I'm aware of that. But like the cycle is, I start eating out a bunch, and not as a like a trigger of some kind of depression or something, but like sometimes I just don't have food at home. It's like, well, I gotta go out. I gotta go to sleep really early anyway, so I can get up at 4 a.m. So I'll just like order something to keep me full for the rest of the night until tomorrow. And when I come home at 8, I eat breakfast and then rinse and repeat until my day is off, where I try to get groceries. And then I was watching my weight, and it's like, this is not good. Shit, fuck. Just let me in, please. By the hair of my chin. I need to get all my freaking HP back. Okay. And like every day is the last day I'm gonna order out, because it is fucking up. My metabolism is already bad anyway. God, there's no way to just drop. There's no way to move perpendicularly. Okay, I was aiming up. Oh my god, I hate everything. If I die, I'm not gonna play anymore. Because like, this is, I already said, this is a big stretch of stuff to go through. The only thing you can do is try to find shops and hope. Oh, there's nothing you can do. Like, he already goes so far in that direction off the hook. Okay, there's a hitbox is too big. Hitbox is too big. Anyway, like, with that said about my eating habits, My weight fluctuates between 260 and 270, and I think around February or March I was doing pretty good. I was eating mostly snacks and nuts. These nuts, God. And being on the unload for Target with the truck is kind of an exercise in itself. It's a lot of heavy lifting and walking back and forth, and I'm sweating a lot, which is good, which I didn't realize that sweating is actually good for you. Is that that's like you sweating out the fat or something, and exhaling too. Can I just... God, it's so hard to just not get hit by things. Where's the key door? I don't know. Didn't I just take a health thing? And now I'm already fucking losing it all. Okay, so I still have a chance to get some health. Go, gosh. Oh no, it's one of these rooms. Okay, this is gonna have to be like surgery. Okay, just go back. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's over. Oh, I can stand in the middle. Go, pick it up, phones. Pick it up, phones. Okay, just gotta land here. Wait for it to recharge. Do it. Go. This sucks. I hate this. Just fucking go. This isn't fair. I'm gonna die. I have to study what the fuck's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna use my helmet and just hope that the next room has something for me to buy. Okay. But now I can't. I don't think I'll be able to fight the boss. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm screw waiting for that. I'm just gonna go. So yeah, like when I was doing the truck at Target, I got myself down to 250, and then the virus hit, and then I was like, I literally couldn't go to the grocery store because that was back when I was working at CVS on top of Target, and Ralph's drastically changed their hours from being open at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is like one person's 8-hour shift, you know? And I was usually out from 11 to 8, which means I didn't have fucking time. No. I'm playing something else. I'm playing something else. I'm playing something else. I'm playing something else. I'm playing something. Hades! I'm playing Hades instead because FlintHook is pissing me off. Okay, I like this game. I like this game a lot. I like it. I like it. My first impression's not here anymore. Just gonna try to beat it again. I already beat it once, so I got some things. Yep, I did. Yes, indeed. I'm just mostly trying to get all the faded things. So I still need rip current and wave pounding. Wait, no, it's just rip current. So I need Poseidon. So this is gonna seem kind of weird, to see on a video. Okay, I already have Poseidon's thing. Just gonna pick my favorite weapon, which is this. The skeleton man is gone. I don't know where he is. He probably gave up. I like the time thing. It's the only one that's like mostly okay. Anyway, yeah, my weight fluctuates. I have bad time committing to any sort of diet or whatever. and that's makes me even more depressed. Like, what's gonna happen in the future? What do I do in the future? You know, what does my future look like? I'm mostly afraid of the future. Like, I don't have a plan anymore. Okay, I'm in the phase of life, like, you know, when you're living with your parents, it's like, oh, I'm just trying to stay with them until I don't want that. I'm just not gonna have to cast. Living with the parents, you rely on them for a long time, and you become more independent, and you try to do things on your own, like work, save up money for something, get an apartment with roommates, etc. Or you might be going to school and living with your parents so you don't have to juggle, like, trying to live by yourself and go to school at the same time, which is kind of what I did for a while. And my life got complicated. Not really, but while I was living with my mom, she moved around a lot, and my brother was in LA going to LA Film School. I'm gonna fish is fish. And when it came time to move to San Diego, that's kind of when my whole world went upside down. I was like, well, shit, I felt like I was on a timer. Like, I have to finish my degree, do all this before my mom moves to San Diego. And then once I started going to school in San Diego, it was like the pressure was off a little bit. So I was like, well, I still have however many years until my mom moves out of here to finish, or to get to show something from school, which was not going to happen in 2 years. Like, I think I moved out in the tail end of 2017, or in the middle between that, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I was trying to push myself in San Diego College, or one of the schools in there, to like get something, and I fell out of that because I needed to work, because I realized I didn't want to rely on my mom for a long time, and I didn't want to be one of those like textbook person who does art, lives with their mom's shit. You know, I mean, it's fine. I just didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. So something had to go, which was the school. So I started work. Actually, I was in school and living by myself for a while, which is not normal, actually. I mean, which is not weird, actually. A lot of students are independent, living on their own, which is good. Or not, I mean, not good, but like, it's normal. I'm trying to normalize people who live with their parents while they go to school. People who are lucky enough that their parents aren't divorced and live on both sides of the freaking country, Georgia and California, and are able to just have a home to go back to when things don't work out. I did not have those things, so I was way more focused on getting a jump start on creating a living for myself, be it like working some kind of minimum wage at, I don't know, but fucking it didn't matter to me as long as I was independent. And that just occupied in my life for a long time. I have not gone to school since 2018. I need to focus and be able to contribute to rent and living on by myself right now. Like this. So yeah. Speaking of family, or actually, one final thought about that. That said, now I'm in the phase of the homemaker life. Like, I'm not in school right now. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to live. I have hobbies that make me happy. Um, I work. I come home. That's it. I don't really got goals except for making it to the next day. I don't have long-term goals like, oh, save up for this, plan for move to another country, go to a different state, any of that. I've been moving my whole life, and like I just want to fucking stay still, you know. And my friend understood that. He was like, well, yeah, you want stability. You don't want to keep changing all the time, and that's normal. But I feel like it's only a matter of time before I'm gonna be by myself, and that's kind of scary. Or not scary, but like I feel like just any time is gonna be too soon. I'm that's why I'm spending so much time preparing for the like purely independent life, because I don't know. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. Final statement on that part. I feel like I'm in the homemaker life. This is what the homemaker does. They try to maintain a home, and not about finishing a degree or whatever, or trying to get into the corporate business world. They just want to be at home. And it's hard to explain that to someone in terms of like in terms of the love life bit. Like I feel like what I actually want isn't actually that simple. And okay, let's do that one. What I actually want in life is actually too simple, or I don't know, I just don't feel complex, and I feel like that's what puts a lot of people off. Like I feel like I can't provide a future with someone because my needs are too simple. Like I don't want to travel. I hate traveling. That's all I've been doing. Okay, Thagrius or Thanatos Thagrius theme is kind of silly. I never heard it because I'm always playing something else on top of, or watching something else on top of playing it. Well, yeah, it's just I feel like my needs are too simple, and I don't think anyone wants a life with me. Also, it's just kind of hard to convince. I find it hard to convince anyone that a life with me would be worth it. So that's it. Like I feel like I have no future outside of just staying home and drawing, going to work, coming home with no one there. Playing games in my spare time because that's the only thing that makes me happy. It's the only thing I can do by myself that doesn't involve dragging someone else into my life and making them do something just so that I don't feel lonely. So it's like the non-selfish approach, you know. I don't know. And on top of the love life thing, like it's kind of hard to meet people in general. Like I've become less of a family man, so that probably seems unappealing. I'm like, oh, this guy doesn't talk to his family at all. So that's kind of weird. But like, it's not my fault. I'm not to blame. It was being thrown around in the world a lot to blame. Like, I mean, I don't really keep in contact very well. Just my thing is with people is the less I see them, the less I see them, the less I feel like it's worth updating them on, because it's like you're already not part of my life. Also, if I tell you anything, I have to start from the beginning. So just like no. And that's a lot. That's the way it is with a lot of my aunts and uncles and my grandparents. And it's getting to the point where I'm not really involving my parents in anything I do, or just telling them how I'm doing. I don't know. They call me when they want to hear from me, and I will. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I will never ignore them. Just like I don't think to say, you know, I miss my parents. I'm gonna call them. I'm not in. I don't. I'm surprised at myself that I don't miss, and that is also slightly worrisome. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean anything? I better not cast. Oh wait, do I still have that? I think it's gone. I'm not gonna take the risk. I have a bunch of revives on because I'm a big baby, and I hate dying. So I can reflect these. Not very well, but still. Oh my god, dude, just kill her. And yeah, so that's my family thing happening. Just whenever I looked at profiles, it's always like, oh, I want something serious. And a long time ago, I didn't know what that meant. That just meant you both are an item. You know, it's like monogamous, I guess. Serious means you have plans to settle down, live together, etc., stuff like that. I mean, I realize now what that means, and that's why I feel like, considering that I don't have any plans for my life other than just doing the things I like and trying to survive to the next day, I don't feel like I'm worth anything. Like, I still don't have any aspirations to drive. I don't think being able to drive makes anyone like more special than the other. But just the planning aspect, like I just want to live somewhere and not have to worry about not having money for rent or something. I mean, if anything, that probably makes me seem reliable, that my goals are civility. I don't like a chaotic lifestyle. That's a way to look at it, I guess. Like, I'm very responsible with my money. I'm not because I don't want to worry about running out. I always save more than I should. I guess in that aspect, I'm good at planning for long term, guys. These guys gotta go. Okay. I feel bad that I gave up on FlintHook. I beat the game on the Switch. I mean, I guess the difference is I'm not recording it, and I'm trying to make sure every footage is progress. Just burn to death, please. Okay, I guess not. Wow, and that wasn't even the end of it. Come on. No. And a long time ago, I talked about this thing called, like, I didn't even talk about it, but I was describing that the time in my life where I was feeling weirdly disconnected from the world, and I just wanted to, like, not exist. I didn't want to die, but I wanted to not exist. It's a hard thing to describe, but like, it was a feeling of just on a grand scale. Like, I don't know. I gave it a fancy. I was thinking about it, what I was saying, and I gave it a fancy term called cosmic dissonance. It's like, you are so fed up with not having a place in the universe, and even if you do, it's so insignificant that you would rather just not be in this plane. It sounds fucking stupid because it is. Don't lose heart now, little darling. You will. I have pink hair. If you don't care, then I don't care. Dash. Sure. I guess I like that more. We only got one way to go. My voice is going down. It's getting colder in California, which is great. I can finally record in my room without having the window open because it's now a nicely. The temperature is now a nice 70-ish degrees, and it gets colder at night, which means I can actually sleep and not wake up in a hot sweat. Okay, but anyway, cosmic dissonance. I don't feel that as much anymore, but like now I feel like I just am not worth it for anyone. Because deep down I still think about like fucking relationships and shit. My mind instantly goes to, okay, think of a solution. What would make you not upset anymore? And then my go-to is that, like, okay, being in a relationship. But it's also hard for me to imagine anyone like accepting me based on a lot of things. I'm not gonna say what. Like commitment wise, like I'm not afraid to commit, but I still feel like in my life I want to just explore other people more than like settle down really fast. I'm not looking to do that just yet, you know. Because the other thing is, it sure does take. It only takes your friends being successful to realize you aren't. Like I've had friends in school that are still going to school, which is great for them. I have friends who are getting married. I have friends who are having kids, and I'm 28 years old and I fucking haven't done a goddamn thing except for quit the job I hate and get a job that I do like. Like I have nothing to show for myself, and I feel like I peaked. There's nothing else to do for me anymore. I mean, I could. Okay, one of the things I could do is just focus on my body, and the other things the confidence might come back, the ambition might come back, a lot of things might just come back. Oh my god, I have no money. So I'll post a video. No, the battle rage sounds okay, but it's like the next attack. I was like, your next several attacks do more damage. Okay, but I don't want to just kill an enemy and then have this one attack do a lot of damage. No, I want to just do a lot of damage in general. And that's how I play. I like to get buff and be rough in bed. I don't remember this saying Lerny at the beginning. I remember just saying the Bone Hydra, and then I guess if you fight him enough times, you quote unquote learn more about him and you see his real name. I just thought that was interesting. This game has a weird. This game has a lot of detail in its progression, which is like flavor text and flavor dialogue. Like if you pick a god's boon or perk or whatever, and you go to another god, they'll have a voice line recognizing that you picked a boon from another god. Like if you go to Zeus and get his thing, and go to Dionysus, he's like, oh, so you got something from Zeus, huh? And that's like, stop, you're spying on me, Hades. You're spying on me, Super Giant, and I don't like it. I'm gonna delete your game that I got for free. I need to just say, like, hey, to my friend, I really like Hades. I'm glad you got this for my birthday. But that was like 3 months ago. I don't know. But yeah, like I'm a little bit afraid for my future. Or I feel I guess I'm not afraid is the wrong word. Like I don't have a plan. Like I'm probably just gonna keep doing this for a long time, and by the time I know I'm gonna be 30, and I don't know what else is there for me, and I'm just gonna be like whatever about it. And I'm well past the point where I care what my parents think. Like they're doing what I'm doing. You know, aside from having a kid, obviously, but like they're also just trying to live in their house because they're getting older, and it's kind of starting to hit me that they're getting older, and I'm going to be doing that in like 20 years. And it's just like, damn. What do I guess all I do is just make the time that I have worth living for, which is usually the ending to most Twilight Zone episodes. Yeah. And I just spend a lot of time thinking about like how I'm going to fix myself. Okay, like, do I finish school? If I don't finish school, can I just find a job doing something that I'd like? Even though, okay, another tangent here. I think picking a job within one of your interests is a bad idea. Because the last thing I would want is for the thing I like doing to be work, because I hate work in general. And a lot of like older folks tell you, oh yeah, you get a job doing something you like, you never work a day in your life. Then they forget the part where eventually you want to stop doing the thing you like so you can do something else. It's like I don't want that ever to happen. Like I have hobbies because they're hobbies. I don't want to turn my hobbies into work. You know, I don't want to monetize Let's Plays. I don't want to put myself into a commission hell for art. Full disclosure, I have another alias that I draw under, and I get asked for commissions all the time, and I'm like, I don't have time, sorry. And I usually get a lot of comments saying, man, I wish you did commissions. Oh god, I wish. And I'm like, look, I don't have time to do my own shit. What makes you think that my time is worth paying to do other people's shit? So no. Sorry. I enjoy working at a real job that I can go fall back on. I guess the problem is I don't do it because I don't feel like I need to. Like if I was still living with a relative, be it parent, aunt, or whatever, I don't fucking know. I'm not very carefully. I don't have the perks I want, so I'm just being really stupid about it. Oh, let's say if I was living with the parent and I didn't have work, or I couldn't get a job locally, that's where I would be like, okay, I can do something to get money coming in if I'm not getting a paycheck. That I feel better doing that way. But like, I don't want to come home from work and then start doing work. You know, that would having 2 jobs already destroyed me. I don't want to have a real job and then come home and do like work for something else. Even if I do enjoy it, I don't want to do that. I can't put myself in that mindset. Yeah. Let's see. And think about going back to appearance. Like a long time ago, when I started dating someone for the first time, I was excited to tell my mom, and I already skipped that. I guess this one. She said, you need to think about how you're carrying yourself, because like the way you are, you kind of look like shit. Like I'm happy for you, but you don't wear like nice clothes, you don't put on cologne, you don't work out, you don't do anything. But the proof was none of that matters is that I came to her with news that I was seeing someone. So that was kind of like whatever. I literally was in the right to be like whatever about it, because I was living proof that it doesn't matter as long as someone accepts you for who you are. But that did get me thinking, like, well, damn, if I must be doing something wrong. You know you're doing something wrong when your own mom tells you that you have no game. And it's like, well, fuck. Well, fuck. So that didn't help my self-esteem very much. And then I wasn't with that person that long anyway. And I already had terrible luck meeting people anyway. So I was just kind of like, what's the point of fucking doing goddamn anything? Yeah. These are all going to be topics I mentioned on FlintHook, but whatever. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around a bit and talk to everybody. You must be pretty used to dying like this, huh? Hypnos, shut up. Where's the dog? Where's the fucking dog? You better bring the dog back right now. Oh, I hate the spear. I hate the spear. I hate the spear. Go away. Can I build anything? Let's put some bones. Everyone loves bones. Yeah, I like how you go from sure, whatever. You go from putting roses on the ground and flower petals to paper, and now it's just bones. Towel rack. Yeah, in case you want to get all the blood off you, that apparently just washes off. I can build sheet music. I don't want to spend the gems to do any of that shit. Actually, I don't know why, but I I enjoy this part of the game where you're just adding shit to the lobby. You know, I kind of have a load off my chest because I was thinking about doing this video for FlintHook for a long time, and now it's just like, well, that is gonna have to be on its not on camera kind of game, because I don't want to do that. Because like, God, when it already takes so long to get to the boss in general, and then when you die, like, I like roguelites for that reason. It makes you feel the weight of your death, instead of like Mario where you get 50 lives a level and then you die once. It's like, well, I got fucking 49 to go, what's the problem? Or any other game where lives don't matter that much. That was the thing that happened. Turned in Nickelhead times 2. Now I got 40 monies. But now I can play something else. Oh, I got achievements. Homemaker. What else can I do? Faded Authority. Bam! That cost all the monies in the world. Well, this has been... I got a lot of stuff off my chest, which is good. It's out there in the nether. I mean, it's gonna be on YouTube. No one's gonna watch it. That's fine. This will probably be my longest video aside from Risk of Rain or the Binding of Isaac, I think, or Relic Hunter is one of those videos. So yeah, this is quality content. Like, okay, this is for free, first of all, so shut the fuck up. Second of all,